peninsula. And so now I think the question is, how do we work together collectively to bring Pyongyang to the table to have a discussion about that future, a different future than the one they have charted thus far. And I think this pressure is needed to cause them to pause and really question whether what they think is their future is truly achievable. And we're very serious about ensuring that they never have weapons or the means to deploy them against the United States, and they certainly should not be deploying those against other nations as well. So we had a good conversation about the ways New Zealand can support us in that regard, both in terms of reaffirming that message, but then backing it up in whatever small ways are possible to put action behind the message that North Korea needs to change its path. With respect to China's activities in the South China Sea, we share the same view that freedom of navigation, both of the waters but also the airways, is vital to global economic prosperity. It's vital to the growth of economic prosperity in the region. And anything that threatens that threatens not just this region, but the entire world's economic prosperity. So we are, I think, of one mind with many others in the region as well in conveying to China that these actions they're taking to build islands and, more alarmingly, to militarize these islands threatens the stability that really has served China as well or better than anyone in terms of China's ability to grow its economy. It's been this very stable environment that has existed. These actions of theirs threaten that stability, and we ask that they cease those activities.
The final question is from Ana de Costa from Reuters, and again it's for the Secretary of State.
Hi there. I'm just wondering how worried you are that the U.S. political crisis involving the government's alleged links with Russia may take down the Trump administration. Thank you.
Well, I can't really comment on any of that because I have no direct knowledge, and so it would be inappropriate for you to make any comment. What I would tell you is the President's been very clear with me that Russia is an important global player, and today our relationships with Russia are at a very low point, and they've been deteriorating. So the President asked me to begin a re-engagement process with Russia to see if we can first stabilize that relationship so that it does not deteriorate further. And then can we identify areas of mutual interest where perhaps we can begin to rebuild some level of trust and some level of confidence that there are areas where we can work together. And that's the process that's underway today. And the President's been clear to me, do not let what's happening over here in the political realm prevent you from the work you need to do on this relationship. And he's been quite clear with me to proceed at whatever pace and in the areas that I think we might make progress. I really am not involved in any of these other issues.
Secretary, just a quick follow-up to my colleague, Corin Dan, just for some clarification. He referenced the unpredictability of the President, and you commented that he had campaigned on some issues. The clarification is, what about the unpredictability of the tweets by the President? And I speak in particular to the tweets about Sadiq Khan that have actually been contradicted by one of the State Department officials. What are your thoughts on that?
The President has his own unique way of communicating with the American people and the world, and it's served him pretty well, and I don't intend to advise him on how he ought to communicate. That's up to him. Thank you.
Prime Minister and Secretary of State. That concludes this press conference. Can I ask those in the aisle, please, to make way so that the Secretary and Prime Minister and Minister Brownlee can depart? Members of the press, can you please remain seated until they have left? If you're in the bilateral pool, can you please make your way to the doors, and Amanda will show you through to the bilateral photo.